Either the wins just keep on coming here at home. What will that one be remembered for?
I'm not too sure. I don't know really. I don't know. We definitely don't take them for granted. That's for sure. So I think it's each time we play at the moment, especially at home, it's a special occasion. Like our community's really coming out and supporting the team. So I think it's just good fun, really. So but we definitely don't take it for granted. So.
You said just pre-game that you haven't seen an 80-minute performance. It seemed like the team just stayed patient and then all of a sudden put their foot down. Is that how you saw it in the second half?
I think when both sides went to 12 men, I thought we handled that pretty well. I thought that's probably a fair indication. I thought in the first half the Broncos started well, and we were a little bit impatient, I thought. Second half was much better.
7 different try scorers. Who stood out? Feels like there was a number of key players in that game.
Scotty Sorensen scored it. That was a really important try to take us up to 12-6, and then made it another great line break later. But his defence was really good too when he came on. Thought that really helped us. So he was one that I thought stood out tonight. But there's lots of good players. So it was good.
Been around the game for a long time. You guys have won 20 straight here. I mean, is there a bigger advantage here than what there has been at other times here or other clubs where you've had home grounds or anything like
that? That's hard. That's really hard to measure. But this is a classic home ground, like suburban ground. Our fans are pretty passionate. Very passionate, but there's a lot of them at the moment, so I think that helps. I've always loved playing here, there's no doubt about that, always have. But at the end of the day, it's still same size field, green grass, so yeah.
What would you take when Nathan's tackle Billy Walters there? I think he was placed on report in that second half.
I don't know what he was put on report for. What was he?
I don't think it was a hip drop.
It wasn't a hip drop. Definitely wasn't a hip drop. It was a one-man tackle. So hip drops were, I don't know the exact definition, but it was basically when someone's tackled and then, I don't know. It was, it's just more like a Cumberland throw, maybe.
You concerned you were losing for a week?
No.
No?
Well, I would be if he was, but I hadn't really thought about it like that.
Nathan seemed to be checking on his welfare when it happened. He thought he had injured him in some way.
And it looked a bit, it looked a bit awkward, but, like sometimes that happens. You don't have to do something illegal for something to look awkward, but,
It was good tonight, right? It was a nice way to sort of cap what's a big week for yourself and Nathan for the contract.
I thought he played well. He's definitely getting more involved. I think his match fitness is getting there. I think he'll continue to improve. So it's probably. I thought it was his best game tonight since he's come back. So.
Taylor May, how do you keep him in the team when Brian Torr is due back from a knee injury?
I don't know. We'll worry about that when Bizza comes back.
Has he surprised you that?
Yes and no. You kind of hope that they're going to come through and play well. He's a bit like Isaac Tago, where Isaac played more games last year than him, but they were kind of tracking at the same kind of pace. I think playing together helps them. So, but they're so young and they're doing well, but it's still ahead of them. So we'll just worry about 1 week at a time at the moment.
Isaiah, big smile on your face there when Scotty Sorensen was mentioned before. What did you make of him tonight? And obviously, what do you think he adds off the bench in terms of his contributions?
Well, he's a team man. It's probably, you don't see many highlights like that from him, but so well respected in the group. Everyone knows how hard he does work, and sometimes those players, they get little moments like that, and yeah, obviously I think you saw all the celebrations around him. Everyone's pretty stoked for him. So look, he's extremely hard worker, does all the little things for the team, and yeah, it's nice to see him in the clear at some point tonight.
Ivan, obviously Tony Staggs had a pretty good first half there. Was there a key message there to try and stop his influence in that second half?
Yes. Yeah, he was super dangerous. And that was pretty obvious from last week and just previously. Yeah, there's a couple of things we needed to address, more like in and around him, how we could help young tags out there. Yeah, but it was definitely mentioned.
Was it impressive how Tags kind of stood up to that challenge in that second half?
Tonight be really good for him. Yeah. Just the whole preparation of the week, knowing that he's coming up against someone like that, and then early on missed him and they scored. So that's hard to under the bright lights. It takes a lot to be able to come back, and so just another it's another moment in his development. Yeah.
Dylan coming off a bit before full time, was that just precautionary? Just rest him?
Yeah, well, I think the 10 minutes in the bin, he cooled down and came back and just felt his hammy was a little bit tight, so it's a bit precious like that deal. So we thought we'd better get him off.
Your thoughts on that double syndrome?
Yeah, I guess that's in today's day and age. I think I guess we don't really want that look. So 1 each off is probably